6 to 7 months, no uploads. I don't know how I do it, but that's okay because today we're going to break the streak and I'm going to actually do a timing belt on a Honda Civic. Now, this is not going to be a how-to because there are already probably 500 videos about doing this. Super simple. I don't want to waste your time with that, but I actually want to talk about what I'm going to be doing with this channel moving forward. So here's the Honda Civic in question. And that's where I got to go to get the belt out, so this should be fun. So, you know, you'd think that like me working on a Civic would mean that my channel's pretty much dead. Because, I mean, what am I doing working on something as simple as this when I could be building that crazy-ass Mustang sitting in the garage? Well, the problem is the amount of energy and time that it takes to work on that car as compared to something like this is astronomically different. I don't even know if y'all know this or not, but, like, I do a lot of other stuff besides just working on cars. Like, I actually like to work out. I like to cook. I like to do 3D printing. That's something I just recently got into, and it's a lot of fun. And it's something that I want to make more videos about. Like, I have a lot of interests that don't just revolve around cars and building stuff. And honestly, I'm so tired of working on that damn Mustang. I'm like splitting hairs between whether or not I should sell it or keep it. You know, do I do what everybody else wants me to do, or do I do what I want to do? I don't know anymore. The problem with having a million hobbies is that it's really hard to stick to just one. You know, you get pretty good at some things, and then you get really bad at other things, and you never really master anything. And that's the thing that I want to change about this channel. I want to go back to my roots. When we first started doing this channel, we did things because we enjoyed doing them, not because of the views or the likes or any of that stuff. At some point, it kind of devolved into this whole thing of like, let's just build the most extreme thing we can and see how many views we can get, instead of just building what we actually want to build. So now I got to get down there and try to get this thing timed up. Okay, that's impressive. I'm lifting the entire engine. Holy shit. So here's yet another reason why working on cars is such a pain when it comes to creating content. So after all day messing with this thing, I finally got the cover off. Just to discover that it had 3 broken tabs, and because the tabs were broken, the seal got completely shredded by the crankshaft. I mean, this thing is all, it's just gone. It just doesn't even exist. So yeah, now I gotta go ahead and clean all this stuff up. I'm halfway through the job, and then I gotta go resume the whole thing tomorrow, if I can find a timing cover. So yeah, it's a lot of fun working on cars. I'll see you tomorrow. Just left the dealership, got the part. It was only 30 bucks, believe it or not. So that's a big win for Honda, I'll tell you that. So it turned out to be a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. Crazy, you get a genuine Honda part for like 30 bucks. Try getting that at a BMW dealer. The crazy part is this is how working on any vehicle goes. Like, you think it's gonna take you a day, it ends up taking twice as long, if not 3 times as long. Just how it goes. Well, let's get back to work on this puppy. All right, please don't piss right in my face. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Honda, for being smart. Motherfucker. Stupid phone constantly fucking going off, piece of shit. Hate this. Like, nobody wants to get a hold of me until I'm fucking filming, I tell you. Sorry. Anyway, I'm just obviously frustrated. All I want to do is make content. But this shit is just fucking boring. Like, how interesting is this? I'm literally just waiting on this shit to drain. Like, come on. I don't know. Maybe I'm just bitching about nothing. Turns out I'm just an asshole. My mom wanted to go get lunch. Maybe I'm not an asshole, but I definitely get easily frustrated. The only problem is now it's 4:30 and I got a lot of work to do. Look at how much space you have to work in here for Honda, right? This is like the reality of what you're actually working with. Okay, so don't believe everything you see online. Timing a Civic's pretty simple, but my gears don't match up. Can't seem to find a mark on the crank pulley no matter where I put it. And the notches on here are not quite showing up. But you know how it is. Cars, am I right? Well, I finally got it. I just made sure that keyhole was straight up, and now the marks are lined up. And I got this thing showing that it's up, and then the mark on the left is showing there's no mark on the right, because I think it's an aftermarket timing gear. Well, let's see if we can get this sucker out of here. Ah, fuck. Ow, my hand. Okay, there we go. Alright, there's that. Ow. I don't even know why I'm showing you guys all this detail, because that's not even what this video's about. Sometimes I just kind of get lost in what I'm doing and I just kind of show it anyway. Do you guys even really care? Well, I got that thing out. I'm gonna go ahead and start grinding this thing out. Quick side note, doing a timing belt on a Civic is supposed to be easy, but when it's brand new, it's so tight that it is almost impossible to do by yourself. It took me forever. That was a complete pain in the ass. But the belt's on, so now I gotta work on getting the cover on and putting everything back together, but yeah. Hopefully I have enough daylight, but we'll see. Okay, so I got everything in there, now I'm just gonna tidy everything up. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Man, this bolt could suck it. Ah, Jesus. There we go. So the thing I'm learning about making this video today is that I just need to create more content regardless of what it's about. This may not be my best video, it may not be the video that I wanted to make, but you know what, it's the video I'm making. And doing something is better than doing absolutely nothing. Well, I did it again. It's time for me to go to the gym and I'm still not done, so I guess I'll continue this tomorrow. But we still made some pretty good progress. Alright, let's finish this puppy up. What I meant to say was let's see how much time we can waste looking for a nut that fell down the engine bay. So I just spent the last 30 minutes looking for the nut to this thing, and you're never gonna guess where it was. Literally right there. Literally sitting on top of the jack. Like, what the hell? If it's not one thing, it's definitely another. But I never let that stop me before, so let's get this thing done. Well, I guess the last thing I gotta do is fill this sucker up. And then we should be good to go. See, I'm conflicted. Because see, even though this thing took me 3 days to do, kind of feels good to actually fix something that was broken. Well, anyway, let's see if I got the magic touch. Hey, there she goes. She runs. Didn't blow up. Looks like I still got it. Let's go take it for a quick spin, shall we? Well, it's going down the road, so can't complain too much. So I guess this is kind of where the struggle lies for me, is that, well, I like working on cars, but I'm so tired of always everything I do happen to be building something insane, working on the Mustang, doing some crazy V8 swap car or some shit like that. It's always something wild, and it doesn't have to be, but it just always feels like it does. I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because I'm pretty decent at working on cars, and it is something that I find to be pretty interesting at times. The problem is that the rest of the world doesn't, and it seems like there's less and less people working on their own cars, and a lot of the content that I make is for people that do their own work. Most people don't do that anymore, so it's kind of like, well, what's the point in doing that stuff? You know, like, I don't know, I want to create more interesting things than just working on a car. Like, today, like, all I did was do a timing belt on a Civic. Like, was that interesting? I don't know. I know that's not what I titled it, but, you know, you're watching it, and if you made it this far, then obviously you enjoy something that I'm doing. I don't know what it is. Tell me, because I am so lost to figure out what it is that people want to see. Like, I don't know, and I've been really struggling with this for a long time. But I guess I got a lot of choices to make, so let me know what you want to see in the next one, because I have no idea what I'm going to do. But yeah, this is just the tip of the iceberg of what's been going on in my life, and yeah, I struggle with this stuff every single day. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm always going back and forth, and nothing's ever good enough. So if you see this video, I hope that you enjoyed it, because just know that I put a lot of thought into it, and even if it is something really simple, I just really need to put something out into the world and hopefully get that snowball rolling. So I'll see y'all in the next one. Have a great day.